Okay, so we're rocking and rolling. Welcome. My name is Yuri Elkaim. If you don't know who I am, I'm a New York Times bestselling author, holistic nutritionist, fitness and fat loss expert, and I help you make fit and healthy simple again. That's what I probably am very good at doing. Anyways, today we're talking about how to cure an eye infection or how to treat an eye infection naturally without antibiotics, without any of that nonsense. And the reason I'm sharing this is I've been dealing with a little bit of an eye infection in both my eyes the last week or so. Nothing really serious, like no crazy pink eye, but enough to really notice that something's going on. So I haven't been on Periscope as regularly as I want to be, mainly because my eyes have been a little bit messed up. But they're about 90% today. But one of the things, I don't know if you can see this, is they're very dry. So they're really dry, and I'll tell you why that is. So let's look at a couple things. Basically, if you have an eye infection, most likely it's pink eye, it's conjunctivitis, and it's just an inflammation of, it's not inflammation, but it's a bacterial infection of the, conjunctiva of the eye. So what you want to think of doing is, instead of antibiotics, you want to look at natural remedies that can solve bacterial issues. So a couple things that I used was colloidal silver. So I would actually just drop colloidal silver in my eyes a couple times a day. I also created a little bit of a salt water solution. So I was using sea salt and water, and I would just drop that in a little bit. And then at night, I should probably do this more than once a day, is using apple cider vinegar on cotton swabs and just kind of putting that on the eyelids and eyelashes area to kind of cure up anything that's going on in there. As you can tell, I don't have any hair, so it makes things easy in terms of not having a lot of that junk build up on your eyelashes. But anyways, apple cider vinegar. So what you do is you dilute about 50-50 apple cider vinegar and water, and take one of those little cotton balls and dip it in there. Just drain out the excess juice, and then just put it on your eye. Kind of let it sit there for a second, and just rub it along the eyelids. Now, I was the first to, I'll be the first to admit, I thought apple cider vinegar on my eyes, probably not a very good thing. But it's actually one of the best things, and doing a lot of research on this, it's just one more thing apple cider vinegar is amazing for. So if you have an eye infection, and the reason I'm sharing this now is because a lot of people are, kids are back to school, stuff is going around, people are getting sick, eye infections are happening, ear infections. And so hopefully this kind of, rings true for you if you do come across this type of stuff. Apple cider vinegar in general is one of the best healing agents you can have in your kitchen. For $20, you can have a whole gallon of it. It's really inexpensive. It's probably the best bang for your buck health food. It's got so many amazing uses. So curing an eye infection is one of them. So again, just to recap, colloidal silver, okay, doused right into the eye. Dropped, I should say, into the eye. Salt water. Okay, so I'm going to Barbados in a couple weeks, and I was like, oh, this would be perfect, because if I was in Barbados and I was getting crushed by waves, it would be perfect, because that would be an onslaught of salt water in my eyes. It would probably clean up whatever's going on. Probably a good cry would be good as well, just to kind of clear out some of that stuff from there. And again, the apple cider vinegar on the cotton swabs, just kind of, in that area to clear out any kind of external infection. The one thing I did notice was it did dry out the skin around my eyes. So you may want to look at, so I'm just looking to see if my kids are up. One of my guys, Luca, is still up. I don't know what he's doing up there, but he doesn't want to go to bed. So you may want to look at maybe doing some coconut oil, okay, just to kind of bring some life back to the skin in that area. And usually with this type of protocol, it probably takes a couple days to get over this type of infection. My daughter, which is 6 years old, has some type of ear infection. Do you think would be good? Apple cider vinegar, calandre. It's tough. You can try. Ear infection is a little bit wonky. I had a really bad one about a year ago, and I've never experienced pain like that in my life. That was intense. So I can understand why kids freak out when they have an ear infection. What you can do is take the juice of garlic or onions and drip that into the ear. You can also do a little bit of olive oil, warm it up, and in combination with the garlic, you can put it into there. Those are a little bit more effective, but I think apple cider vinegar should be okay. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I mean, I haven't used it personally, so I'm not too sure, but I can speak from experience that using the garlic, what I would do was, so here's what I did when I had an ear infection. I took those cotton swabs and I actually took a piece, like a chunk of garlic, and I put it in my ear. And then I had the cotton swab. I think I was using colloidal silver, maybe apple cider vinegar as well. And I just kind of stuck it in there as well. And I just kind of like let it sit in there and do its thing. And it took it took a while to get over that ear infection. Like, it seemed like a long time, at least a week, but it was pretty painful. So I wish that upon nobody. So there you go, guys. Short and sweet tonight. If you're gonna be watching this replay on YouTube, if you've got a question, you can join me over at the blog. Even if you're on Periscope watching here, you can join me at the blog. YuriElkaim.com/Periscope is where you want to go right now. And you'll be able to jump on our email list and get all this awesome stuff that I send out every week or several times a week to help you live a healthy and fit life. Again, it's all about making your life simple, because as you know, yes, Val, I wish I knew all this stuff when I was younger as well, because I'd probably still have hair if I knew this stuff back in the day. But as you know, it's a very complex world that we live in terms of health information. So my goal is to simplify it for you and not just give you the fish, but help you understand how to fish so you can become the master of your own body and the master of your health. So that's what it's all about. All right, guys. So really quickly tonight, there is Luca. I don't know if you can see him. He's sneaking down, so I got to make sure he goes to bed now. Anyways, I hope you guys have an awesome evening. Hope this information has helped you out if you have an eye infection, or if you're searching for this kind of stuff. And I look forward to seeing you in our next hangout. Oh, one more thing. I gotta mention this. I finally got the the galley copy of my new book, The All Day Fat Burning Diet. This is a paperback galley version, which basically means that it's not the full-on hardcover copy yet. It's kind of like a preview copy, but nonetheless, I've got about 5 of these. So what we're going to do over the next coming weeks is we're going to be giving away a bunch of copies of the book. So be sure that you are joining me on Periscope every single day. We'll get back to our regular routine. I think what I'm going to do is probably do a 12:30 Eastern regular time slot Monday through Friday. So we'll do maybe one on the weekend. So we'll try to get that consistent. I'll try to get that going tomorrow. Probably not tomorrow because I've got a meeting all day. But yeah, so that's the whole idea. So we're going to be doing some giveaways for the book. So you want to get your friends involved, let them know about this. We're going to do some really cool things with this. And hopefully I can send you out a copy signed by yours truly. So if you've tried all the diets, if you've tried exercise and you can't lose weight and you don't know what's going on, then this book is going to help you, because what it's doing is it's going to help reset what's happening inside your physiology, your metabolism, so that you can burn fat 24/7, which is our natural state of being. Our natural state of being is not to store fat. So we're going to help you reset your metabolism. And in the meantime, we talked about eye infections tonight. So there we go. Total opposite end of the spectrum. So anyways, guys, thanks for joining me. Thank you for all the hearts once again. Hope you guys have a lovely evening, and I'll speak with you guys tomorrow at some point. And yeah, there we go.